Could we see more thunderstorms this week? Let's get to our chief meteorologist, Mike Everett. He has the answer to that.
I do indeed. In fact, I'm tracking some thunderstorms right now as we speak. The good news is that the surface low that brought that moisture our way yesterday has shifted a little bit off towards the east. So we continued to see that circulation that brought moisture that interacted with some afternoon heat. This is a 6-hour loop. I backed it up a little bit. The good news is it's pretty much all done now. You remove the heat from the equation and things have a tendency to mellow, which is exactly what they're doing. We saw one last hurrah in Yakima County. That's all pushing down into Oregon now. Will come in there as rain, but there is more potential tomorrow. I'll tell you about that in a moment. But the great news is we got some natural air conditioning. We got that flow coming back onshore again. Took temperatures down today quite a bit. They will rise a little bit over the next couple of days. Then we're going to get more onshore flow into the weekend that will really cool us down. But look what we achieved today. Not only was it warm, but for the first time in 5 days, we didn't break any records, especially out at SeaTac. So it was somewhere in between. It was actually quite pleasant. What to expect? Well, we'll track more active storms, but they will stay mostly in the mountains and to the east. Thursday could be a little iffy. We'll talk about that in a moment. You'll see some morning fog and clouds, but then the temperatures will be warming through Thursday. Then there's that regulation I was telling you about. 70s on Friday and Saturday becomes 60s with some showers on Sunday. So if you've been missing the cooler and wetter weather, it'll be back. So what's happening in the big picture here is two things. In the upper levels of the atmosphere, we have a big ridge of high pressure. That's what's keeping us warm. But in the lower levels of the atmosphere, we have a surface low that continues to pull that moisture up from the south. And that's why we're seeing the heat and the moisture interacting every day. Now, you just saw this very weak frontal boundary that'll move through late Thursday into Friday. That's what's finally going to regulate things and take those temperatures back down again and take the heat that has been firing up those afternoon storms out. So overnight tonight, things quiet down beautifully. Tomorrow, we'll see more moisture along the spine of the Cascades there. Not expecting it to be as stormy, but on Thursday, temperatures warm a little bit more and there'll be more moisture to work with. So there could be some storms. Some of those could spill into the lowlands, but it looks like the steering flow should pull that off towards the north and east, so I'm not too concerned. Overnight lows, fantastic. If you want to open the windows tonight and sleep soundly, overnights will be in the upper 50s and lower 60s. And then here's what we're looking at tomorrow. Temperatures warming, but kind of varied. 70s up towards the north, mid 80s headed our way, especially down towards Olympia and Shelton, where I expect us to get to about 86. 7-day forecast shows that the peak of the heat. And then Friday and Saturday, a way more comfortable mid to upper 70s. And then Sunday, 60s onward.